All right, guys, I just downloaded a sample from waves.com. It's WAVS.com. And they also gave me a code to give you guys. It's BWB50. It will give you 50% off their loops and everything. So I'm going to drag this in. I want to create a track in the style of Drake. So here it is. So I have some samples from Where's the Cook-Up? That's one of the samples. Here's the other kind of darker one here from Where's the Cook-Up? So firstly, let's lock in the BPM. It's 154, labeled on the actual loop. Okay, so once I have it here, I'm going to double click on the sample, go to mode, stretch mode, so now I can change the BPM without messing it up. Right from the outside, I think 148 is good. We only need about 4 to 8 bars. Let's just chop it at the 8 bar mark. So I'm gonna chop it at the piano part, just in the case that I want to separate that out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay, so I have 4 main, like 2 to 3 main sections here. So let's start the beat off with this section here. What I usually like to do is separate all this stuff and then chop it up in the Fruity Slicer. I'm trying to think first. Let me think. I guess we'll do it in the Fruity Slicer and then separate it that way. So let's right click, consolidate from track start. I had to do this so that whenever you change the tempo of the sample, you have to reconsolidate it to the new tempo, or else it will chop incorrectly inside of Fruity Slicer. So let's right click, open in Fruity Slicer. Click here, go to slice by the beat or half beat. We learned that from Wonder Girl. Okay, so let's grab it here. And now let's go to a new pattern. Click on your Fruity Slicer, click the dump to piano, let's go to normal. To Control L, send this to the mixer. Let's grab our pattern, pattern 2. And now we can add like a little groove in here by adding the attack. So it's like boom, 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 instead of just da, 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 and it's gonna go boom, 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 like that. And that helps us create our own groove with our drums too. So I'm gonna still slice this where that piano comes in, kind of matching my slices up here. So now I can just move these around. So I'll rename this. Let's click here, make this unique. We're gonna do this for each one, so that I could quickly just see what's going on. And then we'll rename this. Intro piano. This one, or excuse me, intro. Then we'll call this one piano. This one has like that reverse sound. Let's call it reverse. And this is like reverse 2. Okay, so now I can arrange these patterns and change them out how we want. Okay, let's start with some drums. Let's grab some 808s first and some kicks. Let's go to the new Beatmaker bundle at busyworksbeats.com. The Beatmaker blueprint. Go to the drum kits and let's go to the hip hop section for some kicks. Also, we have a trap folder actually. Let's do trap. Okay, let's open this up. Let's trim this kick. Now we just need a snare. Kind of like this clap because it's like a snare clap. And then we need an open hi-hat. We need a close hi-hat. Something simple. So for this type of Drake vibe where Drake's just trying to get off a message, I would just go steady hi-hat, not changing up the hi-hat too much until the verse is done. Then I would go back and add hi-hat rolls because hi-hats can distract the rapper or the artist. Let's right click, fill each 2 steps. I think Drake kind of started that steady hi-hat movement. Let's hit Control B. Let's go to a new pattern. Now I'm gonna play my kicks by hand. Let's right click, go to layout piano, C4, and I'm gonna use the comma on my keyboard to record some kicks. 2, 3, 4. Turn it to the side. It's when it's to the side. Boom, to the top, boom, clean on the other side. Okay, so the kicks were it was a lot of change ups. Hit Alt Q. Now to keep that same pattern with the 808, you could just copy and paste it if you wanted to have the same exact pattern. Also in the Beatmaker blueprint at busyworksbeats.com/beatmaker, I also have 100 808s for you. Let's find one that fits this kick. I think we need a short 808 like this. And because it's short, I'm going to copy and paste the kick pattern so that we're in the same groove as the kick, and we're just layering that. Let's hit Control V, add that in. So now it's kick 808. I'm going to delay the 808 just a little bit behind the kick. So now it goes boom like that. Okay, I like that sound. Pull back the hi-hat a little bit. Now I might go in and change out the open, I keep saying open hi-hats. Go in and change the 808s notes so that it can play different notes. So I'm just raising it up a half step. Okay, so I like the 808. Now there's a new plugin called Heatwave. Let me see what it sounds like on everything. But if it's too much for everything, I'll pull it back and only add it to our drums. It's a free plugin right now by Slate Digital. So this is called Heatwaves. Let me route this over here. Okay, so it's going to add harmonics to our track. Let's put it on clip mode too. If you hit shift and left click, you can have gain matching. Now it's super hitting. Think of it like the Sound Goodizer mixed with like a soft clipper all in one. Instead of whatever note I have for the 808, I'm going to try to raise it up a couple notes to hit that 75 hertz because that hits in the car a lot easier. So let's pull this up an octave so I can see. So this is the frequency that vibrates the car. But it's a little too tonal. So what I'll do is I'll pull it down an octave and then just boost it in the EQ. So we have that material here. Okay, the hi-hat's a little, might add a low pass filter. Let's add our snare. So we could add a couple hi-hat rolls. Okay, so the kick's hitting this clipper pretty hard. So I might either add a low pass filter to the kick to muffle some of those high frequencies or just move the heat wave to individual sounds. Okay, so now I'm going to add 808 change-ups just to switch it up. So let's make this unique. And I might use triplets, but the notes are going to change. All right, now I'm just going to add a vibe to the track, just mixing it a little bit. All right, you guys will get the project files for free. Just go to busyworksbeats.com/FL Studio. And again, you could use the code BWB50 at WAVS.com to get 50% off all their samples. Peace out, guys.